Thank you for joining us today for the virtual Sunday service with the Center for Creative Living. CCL, a charter of the Universal Church of the Master, has served and supported the spiritual needs of its community here in the Bay Area for over 20 years.
Welcome. And thank you for Mr. Ed Ferrero. Last week I was sitting here and my left leg had a cramp in it, and I couldn't move, and I was in excruciating pain, and we were trying to figure out what it was. And he said, I think it's because your legs, I was leaning on that leg. So we brought out this wonderful thing, that plastic thing I could raise as my leg up, so maybe you won't see me and hear me moaning and groaning about my leg.
You covered it up very well last week.
Yeah, I covered it up. Nobody knew I was moaning and groaning inside.
I didn't know, and I listened to every word you said.
Thank you so much. And so glad to have you here. I was talking to Corky about the fact that there seems to be a fewer people coming in, and I was wondering what we were doing that we should change. And then she said, but the people are supposed to be here are here. I love that, so thank you for being the people that are supposed to be here. Thank you for being here. We really do thank you. And this is a difficult time for about everybody. This Christmas time, whether it's about who do I buy, what for, where do we go, when, what kind of food we have, what are we doing, how do we celebrate Christmas, or do we want to celebrate Christmas? I mean, there's so many things and so much angst going on. And then put on to that all the things worldwide that are going on, that I tell people to stop watching the news if it bothers you. If you can't let it go, stop watching it, because your worry is not going to change anything except your digestive system. And that's going to get into knots if you're worried. So think about how you can let go of the worry of things you can't change.
And the part about, can we invite that relative who is not as politically aligned with the rest of the family, and what happens to the relationship if we don't invite them, and what happens to the relationship if we do invite them.
Exactly.
That is, everyone is, that has that kind of decision to make. That's hard.
Right.
Really, and it breaks your heart.
Yeah. Any of you go through that? Of who's supposed to be here? Where am I supposed to be? What am I supposed to be doing? Yeah. And you just have to somehow just let people know. I found that really helps when they know what you're doing, and they don't have to worry about you either. So, just find a safe place for you to be and take care of you.
I'm
fine, thank you.
Oh, okay. I learned that
Anybody need water?
I need water.
That's what I thought.
I knew it was somebody up here.
Yeah.
Oh, Kevin, thank you so very much. Okay, Ed, are we set for Zoomers?
Pardon?
Are we set for Zoomers?
They think so.
Well, good. I think that sounds great. Well, good morning to everybody. People here, people that are on Zoom, people that are going through whatever you're going through, know that we're here to help support you. Just let us know what it is. Yesterday, Corey and I attended a memorial here, and the room was full. There were at least 50 people here. Our dear friend Kathy had passed, Kathy Madden had passed last month, and so they were doing a celebration of life, and Gabrielle did an excellent job. And there were all these women that were what they used to call SOL, slightly older lesbians. Well, this was, now they're old. They're not slightly. Everybody in the room was in their 70s, 80s, or 90s.
Well, now it's called Wolf. Women over 50.
Women over 50, yeah. Because Kathy had been very active in all these organizations, and she had been a friend of ours, and I've known her for over 45 years. So it was a beautiful celebration, and so the energy in here feels kind of light and airy, but also loving. That's what it was yesterday here in this hall. So thank you so very much. We have announcements to make coming up on the 12th. Tuesday, December 12th is going to be the annual Light of Lights. That is, I'm sorry, December 12th is going to be the holiday gathering at UCM. Thank you so much, Brianna, for catching me right there. I got to stop. And so it's going to be in person and on Zoom. And you should all have already gotten a copy of the invitation to that. If you haven't, let us know and we'll make sure you get one. That's December 12th, Tuesday, 7 o'clock, and it's Christmas. What do you know about the Light of Lights, Brianna? You want to say something about it? Are you going to be singing?
At the mic, if possible.
Here you go. There's a mic right there.
So it's just a beautiful ceremony to honor a loved one who has passed and our first responders, and to acknowledge the grief when we light community candles for what's going on in the world. So it's a way to externalize and take an action step that knits us together so we don't feel like we're carrying it all alone. And we have our wonderful James Knight coming down to play keyboard. We've got one of our fire captains playing bass. Janet will be playing her guitar. We'll be singing her original music. And it's going to be at Westminster Presbyterian Church, which is just down the street. Like if you go down the Alameda and then you get to Shasta and turn left, that's it. Yeah. So it'll be in the small sanctuary. Yeah, and it starts at 6 p.m.
At 6.
Okay.
Wednesday, December 13th.
Wednesday. So coming right up.
Yeah, great. Thank you so much. Thank you for telling us about that. That's wonderful. And one of the other things that are coming up is the CIG, Center for Infinite Growth, is going to be having a service here at CCL. And that's also a charter of Universal Church of the Master, and they're going to be having that on, is that next week? Next Sunday?
Yes, it's going to be.
And it's going to be Reverend Tom and Mary Gary, and I think a guest speaker even.
Well, Mary's going to talk about, kind of about Pearl Harbor and how that relates to.
Pearl Harbor
and how that relates to what's going on now, and, it's kind of like, can we please have some peace?
Please have some peace, let there be peace on earth. And so that's going to be interesting, and then the next week after that, Farima is going to be here. Farima is amazing. She's Persian, she's a dancer, she is universally known. She just happened to meet Corky and I, and we all fell in love with each other. It was just amazing at our old center, where she came to do her rehearsing with her group of twirlers. I'm sure you've seen people twirl. Their dresses go out, and I've just seen a few male twirlers, but they usually wear kind of full pants, but they move around, and she could twirl for 2 hours in prayer, and which is amazing. But she also does other dancing, and she is an advocate for peace throughout the world, and whether it's in Iran or whether it's in areas of Israel or Palestine, wherever it is, she's personally trying to bring about peace. And I think you'll love her. She's going to be talking about what was Christmas before Christmas. In other words, there was celebration. We had the winter celebration. She's going to be talking about that. And her faith. So it's going to be an amazing situation. Please join us for Farima. And she's a scholar. She studies faiths all over the world. So
I guess she's got a doctorate.
She has her doctorate in something about that exactly thing. But join us for Farima. I think it's going to be great.
And she's going to dance. Do a dance. She and some of her students are going to do a dance for peace after the
service. Yeah, fantastic. And thank you, Corky, for talking to Farima and setting this up. It's great.
Oh, she's wonderful.
Okay, so we've got a lot of neat things that are going to be coming up. Anybody else?
And then you're going to be doing Christmas and New Year's.
I'm going to be doing Christmas and New Year's. Yeah. Anybody have anything they want to talk about?
Oh, I just want to know when your predictions are, because I want to.
New Year's.
31st.
Is it in this service?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, it's not going to. Yeah, it's going to be in the service, and it's going to be on the 31st.
Yeah, right? that's Christmas, Sunday.
And Sunday.
And you're also doing it for the brunch that Village Frank Center's having after service. So you may be
So I'm doing
duplicating.
predictions twice. Once for church and once for the Billy DeFrank celebration.
So there'll be the general, what's happening for 2024, and then do some for people that ask questions. You know, so this group would have answer their questions, and then you'll answer the other question. And you can come for both.
You can check. See, did Dottie say the same thing twice? Did she change? Did Ma give a different answer or something else?
You never know what Ma's going to do.
I never know what's Ma. He's smart ass sometimes. If I can say that about a spirit guide. He says some really weird things to me sometimes. So if you see me sometimes with a sly smile on my face, you know that Ma's saying something to me that's unique. So that's kind of fun. So anybody else have some announcements to make? We're all good? Yes, April.
I just want to thank everybody for your prayers. A switch has flipped. I'm feeling better. And it isn't from the chemo, so it's from everybody and all the alternative things I'm doing. So thank you.
Yay, we are so glad to hear that, April. For those on Zoom, April was saying she's been feeling a lot better, thanking everybody for their prayers. Yes, and remember, prayer works. Sometimes people say, well, I prayed and prayed and prayed and nothing's changed. Then stop and say, what am I truly praying for? What are the prayers going out for? Is it going out for a change in a positive way, or is it a negative change you want? Start checking out your prayers.
And remember to pray for what you want, not for
what you don't want. Yes.
Pray for what you want.
And it definitely works. Nobody else has anything else they would like to add?
Birthdays.
What?
Birthdays.
Dottie, no. Do you know if anybody's having a birthday?
I don't, but maybe somebody is.
Yes. Kevin, when's your birthday?
The other day.
The other day.
Yeah, December 1st.
Okay, come on up and let us sing at least happy birthday. And you get beads that you get to wear out, and everybody was going to say, what are you wearing those beads for?
That's right.
So you get to share with us. And what color do you?
I'm gonna get these yellow ones right here.
Woohoo! Oh, those, okay. And this is your birthday song. It isn't very long. Yay! Woo! Thank you so much. And thank you, Donna, for pointing your finger at him. That worked out. Yeah. Well, did you do anything exciting for your birthday?
I had a colonoscopy.
That is very exciting. Okay. I've never heard that as a definition.
That out.
I've never heard that
dessert.
definition of excitement, but I guess it could be. have to look
That's
into it.
very important that you're taking care of yourself.
Yes, it is. That's very, very important. So just take a nice deep breath. Just take a nice deep breath and close your eyes. Dear Creator, we ask you to join us today in giving thanks to the help that we've received and giving an awareness to all you give to everyone and the help you were giving to people not only in this congregation but in this city, in this state, and around the world. We need your help right now, Creator. Things are topsy-turvy. And all we know for sure is that we're a little bit scared of what's happening, and we don't know what's going to be. But with your help, we can see it as peaceful, kind, and something that is going to give us a feeling of love, affection, and peace. We thank you, Creator, for all that you're doing and all that you will be doing for us in the future. And so it is.
So it is.
So it is.
Okay, Ed, we have any kind of meditative music that we could play right now?
We do, but it's not YouTube approved at this point.
Okay, so what does that mean?
It means if I play it, then she'll probably have to delete that from
Okay.
the uploaded video.
Okay, so we can just kind of take a nice deep breath and pray that it gets us.
Or just meditate in your head.
Yeah,
Play
okay.
your own music, right?
Do you wanna try playing some music?
That's where I'm going.
It's been a kind of hectic week. It might be nice to just have this.
Okay, let's see. Almost guaranteed this is going to be a strike because it's another YouTube video. So, but we can go that way.
Okay.
And let me find it. All right.
So just take a nice deep breath. And feel the energy of Creator around you. And we're going to start out with feeling the energy coming up through your feet. And the way the energy comes to your feet is from the absolute center of the earth. And just visualize the center of the earth. Whether you see it as a big lake, or a volcano, or a peaceful garden in the center of the earth. Visualize that. And then pull up energy from there. And what that means is with your feet flat on the floor, you feel energy coming up through your body. So your feet are relaxed. And then let the energy come up more through your ankles, through your legs to your knees, and let them completely relax. And now from your knees up to your hips, relax that energy. And when you get to your hips, feel how you're sitting on the chair. Relax your hips and your backside. And let us just continue relaxing everything, all your intestines, all your internal organs. Just relax, and then relax all the way up your spine, through your ribs and your rib cage, all the way up to your shoulders. And just feel, by moving your shoulders around, the relaxation in your body. And now to your neck. Relax your neck. Move your head around and completely relax your neck. And then relax all the bones in your face. You might make a weird look. You might just wrinkle up your nose. Nobody's watching. But relax all the muscles in your face. And then in your forehead. And then all the way to your scalp. And now that you've relaxed all the energy spots in your body, you send that relaxed energy straight up to Source. And you're relaxed. And let's bring energy back down. Down from Creator, down into your third eye. And vibrate it so you can see that which you see without looking through your eyes. That which you see mentally, emotionally, and psychically. And then keep coming down and relax your throat. And relax all the muscles in that throat, but see the vibrancy of that wonderful, wonderful throat chakra. And then bring the energy down into your heart and open your heart to all that is good wherever you find it. And open your heart to helping those who are in need. And keep coming down to your solar plexus and open it up. That's where most of us feel anger, fear, frustration. It's right there in our solar plexus. And open up that chakra point. Open it up to the energy of Creator coming through. And then come on down to the sacral area, sexual area. Open that up. Open up that part of who you are as male, female, binary, non-binary, whatever it is. Just open it up and let it shine. Let it shine. And then all the way to the root chakra. That's where you're sitting. Open that up. So that as you go about today, you're going to feel alive from the energy coming down from Source and the energy coming up from Earth and where they meet. Right there in the root of your body. And now bring this awareness and this awakeness all the way down through your legs to your feet. You might even wiggle your toes to make sure your feet are awake and alive. And take the energy of Source all the way down to the center of the earth. You're a walking miracle. You're an amazing being on the planet. Don't ever let anybody make you less than absolutely perfect. Because that's who you are. Take a nice deep breath and open your eyes and look around. And look at all these bright people. Just look around. Look around and smile. Just look around and smile at people. Okay? So glad to have you here today. Thank you so much. Did you say hi to Ed? Did you smile at Ed too?
And in rebuttal to that, we have two other remote celebrations. One, Lauren, I'm going to call her Chico Lauren. I'm looking at her video to see if she's going to keep a straight face or not. She reached the halfway point of her contract this Friday.
Yay! Dreams
I don't know
all
if that's a plus or a minus or what.
Well, that means we might see her. Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
she said that, I spoke to her through text messages, and she said that she has, I think, 3 weeks off in January, so she may.
Okay.
Yay! Woohoo!
And we need a proxy person. I nominate Joan because she's lively. And it's Patty. I had a birthday on November the 30th.
Okay. Happy birthday, Patty.
So at some point I want you to work in picking the beads, put them on, and we can sing to you as a proxy for Patty.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm done.
You're done.
Thank
Well,
you.
Patty. Happy birthday, Patty.
This is your birthday song.
It is very long.
Yay!
And we put purple beads on your neck. Just visualize it.
Okay, and Lauren just put this in. I'll be staying 3 weeks if I can. Depends on next contract location and how fast I land something.
Okay, well, we'll be glad to see her when she comes back. Fantastic.
Prayers for coming and prayers for going.
Prayers, yeah, for all the people around. Yeah, thank you. We've got a great speaker today, our wonderful Joan. And Joan brought in something that I want to share with you because I think it's marvelous. She has written a new saying for us to say as we're donating money, because she said she had trouble remembering the old one. Well, I can honestly say, after 20 years, I still have trouble remembering the old one. So what did you do? And I know you put
It's on the back
bottom.
of the...
It's at the bottom. Thank you. So, Corky, could
It's
you...
on the back of your program.
No, the new one is?
No,
I didn't know it was for...
oh, it is on the, you put it on the program?
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't know it was for the...
Okay, so I don't need to pass these around, or do you think we should?
Well, everybody that has program, look on the back.
Yeah, everybody has a program, look on the back. Great.
We don't have a program.
If you don't have the program, you have to go see John.
See, right here where it says blessing by Reverend Joan Stutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, isn't that great? Thank you.
So that replaces the sacrament of giving.
Yeah,
Okay. I did not know that.
we're excited about a new one. Hopefully we can remember it. Please welcome Reverend Joan Stutes.
Can you hold this bottle of water for me for 1 minute while I stand up? Okay. Great. Thank you.
You need just don't trip on your cane.
I'm not.
Okay.
I am not tripping
I know.
today.
Not today. Well, I'm gonna wiggle around here and move my wonderful box so that my legs.
No. We'll move
We're gonna move
the mountain.
We're gonna move the mountain.
We'll move the
There goes
mountain.
Wow,
Okay.
that's powerful.
Yeah,
All right.
the mountain. Thank you, Muhammad.
Maybe.
Merry Christmas!
Hey! Woohoo!
You know, for a while, we were advised not to say Merry Christmas, but now it's okay.
Yeah.
So you see, there's cycles in everything. So, happy holidays!
Happy holidays.
I'm going to divide my talk into 3 parts today. I've been a Toastmaster for over 30 years in and out of different clubs, and Toastmasters recommends dividing your talk into 2 to 3 parts. So the first part is what I can do and what I can't do. The second part is what I know and what I don't know. And then the third part is about what I can give. So that's the schedule for today. And I especially wore my sash today, indicating that I am Reverend Joan Stutes, because I completed a study course and Dottie honored me by presenting this to me several years ago. So I've been in Toastmasters for a long time, and I've been here at CCL for, 5 or 6 years. And joining, what I can do is to join different organizations that I believe in so that I can find kindness in my daily and weekly routines. Now, my topic today is kindness and finding kindness during the holidays. And it's not always easy to do because we're under so much pressure. There's food to prepare with recipes. How many of you do that? Yeah. There's gifts to give.
Do that.
Yeah, how many of you do that? Yeah.
To wrap them too.
And wrap them.
Dottie does that.
Yeah. There are people to see that a lot of times we don't see that often. And sometimes you don't quite know what to say, what's comfortable, what isn't. You have to be careful about your conversation, because guess what? If you do a slight miscue, one slight miscue out of a long conversation, what do they remember?
The part that you.
The miscue. That's why you have to be so careful when in these holiday conversations. They're sometimes laced with a glass of wine, perhaps. 1 glass of wine is okay. But it's still, I can become quite relaxed in that environment and do some kind of a miscue. So there's what I can do and what I can't do. I can be careful about my schedule, because what I know is that I need to love myself, and I need to love my neighbor, and I need to love the Lord thy God with all your heart, with all my heart and soul. Jesus gave us that commandment. So we refer back to Matthew, the book of Matthew in the New Testament, and Jesus, in thinking about that. Love thy neighbor as thyself. But Jesus was actually quoting the Old Testament, Leviticus, and it clearly says the same thing. It's accurately quoted. Love the Lord thy God with all thy heart and soul, and love thy neighbor as thyself. So that includes the Jewish tradition, in Leviticus, the Old Testament, the Christian tradition with Jesus. And actually, if you study the different religions, as we are encouraged to do in the Center for Creative Living and Universal Church of the Masters, as we study that, we find this essence of love in every, as a key element of every teaching. So one of the things that concerns me about that particular statement is it starts out with love thy neighbor. And sometimes we stop there and forget to do as thyself. And so we get real busy out there loving this person and doing that and giving this gift and making this appointment and going to see this person, and we get exhausted. Have you ever done that?
Sure.
Yeah, we've all done that. So how do we take care of ourselves? It's what I can do and what I can't do. I can go to my daughter's for Thanksgiving dinner and Christmas dinner. She's young and energetic, more than I am, and loves to do this, and I don't have to do it anymore. What I can do is go over there. What I can't do is have that confusion at my house anymore. If I have a gathering and I envision all these wonderful dishes and pies and cakes and turkeys and turkey and hors d'oeuvres, and I can make this and I can make that. And I was listening to a podcast about this whole issue, and the gal said, go to Costco. Forget the recipes, go to Costco. Okay, there's what I can do and there's what I can't do. I can go to Costco, excuse me, and they have delicious things. How many of you know that I've shopped at Costco? Yeah. So it's about being simple. Then let's say that you have a large group of people to be involved with during the holidays. That's great. There's one set of cans and cans. But what if you're alone? What if your family isn't here? What if your mother has passed? As John was sharing with me that he had been sad about his mother passing. My mother's birthday is today. She passed in 2007. So some of us don't have family right here. Now, I'm lucky about that, and Dottie's lucky about that. But if you don't have a blood family right here to support you, then what you do is look around and find an adopted family, a created family. And that's one of the functions that CCL gives us, is this feeling of family. When we come in and see the same people and watch them grow in their spiritual adventures and share these times. So what I can do is be with my family that's right here. And if I am a person that's alone, now I'm a widow now, so it's a little different. Jeremy lives with me. That's a little different. Yeah, 27 years old. And my two roommates are other two are in their 20s. That's a little different. So that's what I can do. What I can't do is be alone, because I know that I will be depressed. I will be upset. I will feel abandoned. So I have to make some efforts about finding a family and finding people to be with. How many of you have pets? I know Mary brought in her little puppy dog today, Lily, just a precious little thing. Pets, I have 3 cats. They sleep on my bed with me, and it's such a blessing. Pets are something I can do. Now, Earl had never had a pet, didn't want pets. God gave us those 3 cats. You know, he was supposed to die, and And I was in Hawaii flying home, and I was thinking, okay, Earl's going to die. I'm going to be a widow. What am I going to do? And one of the things I thought about is getting a dog. Well, he didn't die that time. And I didn't get a dog. But these 3 cats appeared. So what I can do is adopt these 3 cats. And it was kind of a long process. And that was 11 years ago. But they were born under our deck with a sweet mother that took good care of them, and then we adopted them. And Earl came to love them, even though he had never had pets before in his life. I was a little nervous about the whole thing. So what I can do, I can have a pet. Now, there's different ways to have pets. We got ours because God sent them. Universe sent them into our backyard. But there are other ways. Jeannie got a dog recently. God sent the dog to Jeannie, I guess.
Or the devil.
How many of you have pets? Yeah, a few of you, yeah. So there's what I can do and what I can't do. If you don't, pets are such a wonderful way of talking. You know, my one cat, Willie, sits at her dish and goes, meow. Just the most mournful thing. Grandma, please feed me, you know. So it's that conversation that you have so you're not alone. What I can do and what I can't do. Those are the things that you have to make up your mind about. One of the things I've realized is I can't travel alone. Oh my goodness, I've always traveled alone. So that's going to be a new environment for me. What can I do about that? I can find people to travel with me. So evaluate what you're doing. Make sure to get plenty of rest. Go outside. I recently read a book called The Nature of Nature. It starts out talking about the experiment in Arizona where they enclosed a huge area and were recreating planet Earth within this area, a biosphere. And the idea was that if they could do that here in Arizona, whoopee, they could do it on Mars, or they could do it on Moon, or Saturn, or wherever. What they found at the end of 2 years, that they could not recreate Earth. They could not create the environment that was needed. They could not control the carbon
Monoxide?
Yeah, the carbon monoxide. Even though they had all the reasons and ways to try to control it, they could not do it. And at the end they said, Earth is a miracle.
Hey! Yay!
Earth is a miracle. And Earth is a miracle. So are you going out and walking in the grass, walking in the park, hugging a tree? There's what I can do. I can honor Earth. Or I can lie in bed. And you know, I've been recovering from my hip replacement surgery. I've been doing a lot of lying in bed, and it's lovely. But I've started getting out and walking around and being really excited about seeing my yellow flowers in my front yard and my thick grass. Oh, I have the most beautiful grass in the whole world. I've never had beautiful grass in my yard before. What I can do is get beautiful grass. I've enjoyed it so much.
Is that daffodils?
Not yet. I planted more daffodils and tulips this year. Okay, there's what I know and what I don't know. And I'm going to talk a little bit about astrology. Excuse me. Because the movement of the planets impacts us. All right? And in a general way. Now, one of the key things, well, Dottie talked about the unrest in the world, okay? The key thing to remember is that Pluto makes a complete orbit every 248 years. Now, do you know what happened 248 years ago? The year was 1775. What happened in 1775?
We had signing of the independence.
There was the French Revolution, there was the American breakoff from Britain, and our country was one thing before 1775, and it has been another thing after 1775. So in those 248 years, Pluto has gone zingy, 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 boing, and it's saying, wake up, guys, you need to be new. So that's what's going on. Now there's what I can do, again, what I know and what I don't know. I know that this planet is going around and causing problems. I know that in the past there's been revolution, and it's likely there will be revolution this time. Are we in a revolution?
Yeah.
I believe we're currently in a revolution. With the different ideas that are going on, the contrasts, the discussions, the disagreements, we're currently in a revolution. Now, how do I react to that? It's fine to be in a revolution, but I'm not going to be out there on the streets, okay? But I need to take care of myself, and this is where we go back to being kind. What I can do and what I can't do. How am I kind to myself during this revolutionary time? Now, in addition to Pluto doing its work, the little planet, there's some other things I want to tell you. It's really interesting right now in that Mars is moving into Sagittarius. Now, whether you're a Scorpio or a Sagittarius, if you are a Scorpio or a Sagittarius, you will feel this more impactfully. But regardless, whole wise, there's Scorpios uncovering its secrets, its depth, studying depth. What is Sagittarius? Exploring, learning, partying, having fun. So we're moving from one segment into another segment, and everyone feels this energy. Saturn is the teacher, and it changes every 2.5 years, and it's currently moving into Pisces. So there's been a general feeling of stability, of making sure that everything's calm, making sure that we're on solid footing. We're moving into Pisces, where it's mystical, where things change, where the fish are swimming back and forth. Now, regardless of what sign you are, you're going to have some feeling about that. And Mars is just moving into Sagittarius. Did I already talk about Mars moving in there? Yeah. Jupiter is moving into Taurus. So Jupiter has been in Aries, now it's moving into Taurus. Taurus is the home body. It's already, it's stabilizing. So all these things are going on, and the unrest that we feel comes from these planetary movements. And that's why it's so important to hang on to being kind to your neighbor, to yourself, and honor your spiritual teachings. This is how we maintain a calmness going forward. Let me see. I want to tell you that in astrology, they have a way of taking your chart. If I give them my information, they print out a projection of good days and bad days, and I've never paid much attention to that. But I will tell you that on the one bad day that they projected, is the day that my Facebook account was hacked. Yeah, and if you don't know this, you need to refriend me on Facebook because my old account is gone. I had over 1,000 friends. Now I think I have 75. So is there a relationship between out there and in here? Yes, there is. So what I know is that there's things going on out there that I have no control over. I can't control Mars. I can't control Pluto. What I can control is and be kind to myself is to remember my spiritual awareness, my softness, my kindness, my conversations, my interactions. Okay.
And you've got 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Oh, good. The third part that I was going to talk about, I'll talk about very briefly, is looking ahead at next year. So now we know that our mission is to be kind. We know that there's a lot of activity up there in the heavens, upsetting things. And then the question is, what can I give during this time? What can I give? I can give friendship. I can give contact and inclusion. I can give to myself staying calm so that as I have a calming effect, then that spreads out. And the meditation that Dottie did so nicely today, I hope is not erased because it's something that you could go back to, download, and use that. That whole relaxation idea, that's how we're kind to ourselves, is to relax and bring spirit in. So the three things, again, going back to the beginning here, is being kind to your neighbor, yes, but be kind to yourself. Remember your spiritual path and practice it. Secondly is what you know and what you don't know. What you know is there's a lot of activity in the heavens and in ways, in politics and groups, things you have no control over. So that's what you know. There's confusion. The other thing you don't know how to deal with that, and you don't know why it's happening. But what you can do is remember your spiritual penny and practice it. And then there's what are you going to give this next year? What path will you follow this next year so that you can be a light in this confusion? Happy New Year. Let's go forward and change the world with our beautiful light.
Yay! Woo! Thank you.
Okay, we're going to sing a song. You ready?
Yeah, that song from Tim.
Yeah.
I didn't put the
Okay,
words.
here are the words.
Oh, good. Okay. Oh, ow. Come on. Oh. Dun, 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 dun.
Donna's gonna beat you.
Oh, Donna. Thank you.
We're going to sing a song. All right, here is Tim. I'm going to play this off of my phone. And we can sing along with it.
Thank you.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Let myself be whole. Let myself be free.
I let abundance be the word for me. I let myself feel love. I let myself feel peace. I let my life unfold in harmony. And so it is, and so it is. I let abundance be the way for me. And so it is, and so it is. I let my life unfold in harmony. Let myself be whole. I let myself be free. I let abundance be the way for me. I let myself feel love. I let myself feel peace. I let my life unfold in harmony. And so it is, and so it is. I let abundance lead the way for me. And so it is, and so it is. I let my life unfold in harmony. I let my life unfold in harmony.
So thank you, Tim. Yay!
Thank you.
And Tim will be at Light of Light.
Yay!
Yay, yay!
Thank you so very much, Joan. What I would like for you all to do, and this is one of these small little things, if everybody could just stand up and turn around
I'll have one already.
and find somebody next to you or across from the way and just give them a hug and tell them you love them. I love you. Make sure you know who you're hugging. Yes. I love you. I love you, Joan. I love you. Oh, okay. It could be a love fest. That's fine with me too. Oh, this is great. You know, oh, I love you, Kevin. Oh.
To be finished later. We got special room rates.
Yeah, as somebody once said when they came to CCL, you know, you're such a hugging group. And I said, yes, we are, and proud of it. Yeah, it works. It's so nice. Doesn't it feel good to be hugged by somebody, you know? And some folks here live alone, and they don't get hugged very often. So it's nice to be able to know that you're worth being hugged, and you're worth being touched. And Quirky gives great hugs.
That's the basket.
Okay.
That's the basket.
Yeah, the basket. Thank you, Mary. Are you going to pass the basket?
I'm gonna pass the basket.
Okay, well, let's-
We've got
Let's do
everything.
what the new saying, okay?
Are you ready?
Wait a minute, you gotta get my button.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
You have to give me one.
Oh,
Thank you.
Okay, here we go. Woo-hoo.
I give thanks for my spiritual community. I live in a world of freedom and abundance. I am happy to support my spiritual community. Thank you, Universal Spirit, for your everlasting love and support. And so it is.
Thank you, Joan. Thank you, Joan. Yeah, that is wonderful. Thank you so very much.
Here comes the basket.
Here comes the basket.
Careful, girl. Yes. Jumping the broom is correct.
That's only if you're getting married.
Well, it's not the cane for sure.
Jumping the cane.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you all so very much. And do you all have plans for a beautiful day? It looks very gorgeous out
Yeah,
there.
we're going shopping.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
could I share my quilt project with you?
Oh, yes, Donna, please do. Did you bring it with you?
I did.
Yay! Quirky, does she need help?
I think John's there.
So my,
Can you go up?
yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, do you want me to help you?
So my project for my gift shop this year is to sell raffle tickets to raise funds for my gift shop
And that's your gift shop at church?
I
mean at the hospital?
in the hospital,
Yeah.
at St. Louis Regional Hospital.
Here, go over there and I'll hold
So,
it.
okay. So here's the quilt.
That's lovely. So who's getting that?
How many-
Whoever
pays,
buys
she's
a
selling
ticket for
tickets.
$5 or 3 for 10.
Oh, I see. Mhm.
Oh, that's
So
Can you
how-
turn it around so I can see
Oh, I
it?
love that.
Oh, yes.
So,
And here's the back. Here's,
so how do they get
I
a
like the
ticket?
back.
It's fuzzy. Just happen to have tickets with you?
I do.
And how much are the tickets?
One ticket for $5 or 3 for 10.
And what about people that are on Zoom?
Good question.
And how soon is the raffle?
It's going to be the last week, until like probably December 20th. I'm thinking.
Karen,
you
I
make
just-
that?
Do it, wait a minute, do it this way, do it this way.
Do it this way.
No.
Did you make that?
Yes.
No, go back.
Wow.
Okay, let this fall down.
Oh, okay.
Now you can see.
Now you can see both sides.
That's lovely.
That is beautiful.
Kevin, how much did you get to do in that?
Oh, he did a lot.
That
He
is
programmed
wonderful.
all the stitching.
Oh, it's a,
Wow.
so it's a Fisher
It's a
family.
Fisher creation.
It's beautiful.
I bet we could even use it as an altar cloth for the holidays. That means we'll have to put a lot of tickets in so we can win it.
So how do you do the quilting?
I have a big long arm machine. It's a 12-foot table.
Wow.
And the head is, I don't know, 26 inches, I can't remember. 30, sorry.
So it's the guy that does the math.
There's a big difference.
Yeah, there is, actually.
So
And
you
then-
have the machine here and then you have a long thing coming out here
You have a big
and
table.
it goes out like
yeah.
this,
Yes.
goes around like that?
Sounds like she has a special sewing room.
It's my family room, isn't it? My family. And then I wanted to just share with you one quilt that I'm gifting this week to someone very special in the hospital. She's a unit clerk in the emergency room, but she takes a lot of animals in for
Oh,
fostering.
great.
Oh.
Oh, look at that.
Aw.
Oh, how
Oh
beautiful.
my God. Precious. So the train border, look at the train.
So for the last 3 years, I've kind of made it my mission to kind of focus in on different employees in the hospital
Yeah.
as a thank you, because it's brutal out there.
Right.
How
Can
did
you turn around so
Yes,
that
so
they
you-
can see the other side and I can see
Here, we'll
that
walk
side?
around this way.
How'd you do the middle?
The
Oh,
middle?
that is great.
I love it.
Wow.
You
That's
sit back a
so
little bit, Donna, so
beautiful.
people
So
can see.
love that.
Sorry, thank you.
I love
Now
the
that you covered the
Dalmatian
whole thing.
puppy.
Now I covered the whole thing. Hey, okay, let's go back.
All right.
That is great. Thank you so much for sharing
How
that.
about know how you did the middle, how we did the middle?
Well, it's a program, right?
No, it's a panel.
It's a panel.
She's talking about the panel.
Yeah,
I
oh,
see.
yeah, it's a panel
Okay, you
piece.
buy this panel.
You buy the panel, and
see.
then you build the blocks around it.
Right, okay, I got it.
Thank you so very
It's
much for sharing
Wouldn't
it.
it
That
be
is
wonderful?
wonderful. And please, if anybody else has
Yes,
any
sure.
crafts that you want to share, let us see what you're doing. It's so exciting.
And then the one next to, the one that we're gonna raffle off has Minky on it. And Minky has Minky on the back, so it's real soft.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, that feels really nice.
Very nice.
Beautiful work.
Thank you so
Wanted
much.
to share
Yay,
that.
thank you so much for sharing. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Hey.
Do you make baby stuff?
I haven't of late, just because I'm gonna be.
So
For my
Ed,
next
what do
job.
the Zoomers have to say?
So is
to
that
me?
yes?
Yes, for my next job.
Let's see, Lauren asked, how do you donate something? I'd love to make something for next year to auction or raffle off. Text me.
Okay.
Oh,
Did you hear that? Donna,
that would be great.
you know how to get in touch with her?
Yes.
Okay. For the hospital, right,
That's
Lauren?
all we have? Is Lauren on Zoom?
Well, no, that was the next message.
Okay.
So Lauren and Donna Fisher's gonna be contacting you and giving you that information for the hospital raffle, right?
Yeah.
For the hospital raffle, yeah. Okay, and they'll be connected. So do we have any other people on Zoom?
Oh, you want the summary?
Yes. I'm
Just say who's on Zoom.
Oh, I thought I had. I'm sorry. Who's on Zoom?
Who's on second?
I don't know.
I don't know.
All right, we have Christine. We have Laura. We have Lauren. Patty and birthday Joyce.
Birthday Patty and Joyce.
Oh yeah, the other way around. But Joyce will have a birthday.
She did.
Okay, Sky.
And we'll
You
get-
know what Sky says.
Uh-huh.
Oh, she hasn't said it. Oh yes, there she is at 12:02. And we have Milan.
Okay.
And we had a couple more, but
Okay. Well, thank you so very much. Thank you all so much.
Thank
It's been a
you.
wonderful day. I think we
There's
needed.
coffee.
I think, and there's coffee. Any stray cookies that Kevin didn't find?
I haven't even.
I'll go check.
Yeah.